Ladies and gentlemen, CNN, MSNBC host Lawrence O'Donnell retracts and apologizes for thinly sourced Trump finances story. This is a Wednesday, August 28th, 2019 article. Okay, that'll be below. You look, CNN.com, 3 journalists leaving CNN after retracted article. That's by Brian Stelter. Three CNN journalists, including the executive editor in charge of a new investigative unit, have resigned after the publication of a Russia-related article that was retracted, pertaining to Trump, of course. So you have 3 people resigning from CNN. You have MSNBC. This is just a 2-second search, okay, of retracted stories from these publications, okay? They routinely have published and spread information that was false, derogatory, defamatory, libelous against Trump. Why did Fox News pay $787.5 million? We'll get to that in a second. But here, BuzzFeed, these reports allege Trump has deep ties to the Kremlin. A dossier compiled by a person who has claimed to be a former British intelligence official alleges you-know-who has compromising information on Trump. The allegations are unverified, and the report contains errors. And then we find out it was literally purchased by the DNC and by the Clinton campaign, and both the DNC and the Clinton campaign were fined by the FEC for using campaign donations and funding to purchase a dossier that was completely false and fabricated, that was published by BuzzFeed. And when it was published, literally, they said, "Oh, they're unverified. The report contains errors. It's an allegation, but we're going to publish it for the rest of the world to see." And everyone on the left and Democrats ran with it. Now, what's the difference between all of that and Fox News? They go all in on their baseless claims against Trump. They truly believe it. Or they pretend to truly believe it. Their goal is to raise as much distrust, animus, contempt, disdain, hysteria as possible. Okay? They do not want anyone to trust Trump. So they will at all times, and this is Washington Post has retracted stories. The Washington Post retracted a story where they actually created a transcript, okay? So the Georgia transcript, they retracted because they literally fabricated. The Hill, Washington Post adds lengthy report on Trump call with investigators. So adds lengthy correction, sorry. The Post published a correction on Trump call with Georgia investigator. Okay. They were literally fabricating quotes. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 articles or 4 examples right now of worse examples of defamation and libel and lies and deceit. But that's just 4 in, there are at least 30 plus major stories that were retracted having to do with Donald Trump Jr., Trump, his tax returns, finances, ties to the Kremlin, all of these things that never happened, his phone calls. And we're not even getting to leaks that broke the law. We're not even... This is just the very tip of the iceberg. There are so many stories consistently about Trump that were based on pure lies. So hit subscribe and I'll explain why Fox News spent $787.5 million because it made a claim it couldn't back up, while routinely for 7 years, MSNBC, CNN, the BuzzFeed, Washington Post made claims that they had to immediately or sheepishly retract, or immediately retract and reverse in a sheepish manner. Hit subscribe. Go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, and other publications. And go to contactgoodman88@gmail.com if you want to be part of a newsletter. To my super thanks. Thank you so very much. It's below next to the like and the share buttons. To the new Patreons, thank you. Your support is so greatly appreciated. What happens is courts are influenced by overall media coverage. The judges and courts, especially in blue states, especially in Delaware, okay, with Biden as president, are influenced by a contrived, fabricated consensus or prevailing mentality of people who yell the loudest. So the prevailing mentality is, well, of course the Kremlin wanted us to know about the DNC emails. Why? Because they liked Trump. Well, there's no evidence of that. There is zero evidence. Oh, but there's intelligence reports, and you can fabricate those intelligence reports too. We've seen intelligence reports be completely false and on the wrong side of history. Okay, Gulf of Tonkin is one example. Bay of Pigs before the Gulf of Tonkin, WMD. I mean, they haven't been right about major. I'm not saying you don't need an intelligence community. You do, but that you don't need them as part of domestic politics. But they've been wrong dreadfully wrong, causing like the Vietnam War, all of these, and also Iraq and Afghanistan. So you look, ladies and gentlemen, when they're wrong, it's absolutely catastrophic. And so they were wrong about accusing Trump of being an operative. The Mueller probe proved that Trump was not. Now, they consistently believe things that aren't true, lies, allegations that aren't true. Below you will see within the description, these articles from CNN and the Washington Post, retracting stories. The reason is they go all in. They say the same thing all at once. They investigate their baseless claims. They make a claim. It's baseless. It's without fact. They continue to investigate. They try to create as much suspicion as possible, as much distrust as possible. And then suddenly their lies are, well, we had a good reason to torment Trump and to lie to the country. And even though we were wrong, we had a reason to feel the way we did. Whereas if Trump makes a claim that he can't back up, oh my God, it's the post-truth moment. And you know what? Fox News has to pay almost $1 billion. You're not going to get MSNBC and CNN you're not going to get them paying $1 billion for the lies they told about Trump. Number one, okay, the network did not make the statement about that corporation, so I don't know why they're paying. The network itself didn't make these. I think they're getting them on tweets, which is yet another reason never to be on Twitter. In 2018, I left Twitter because it was just a bastion of angry, apoplectic, argumentative people. Okay. And it's like, there's no reason to be, I love Elon Musk, but I would say get off Twitter right now. But apparently they got him they got certain Fox News pundits on tweets. But see, again, the corporation issue, but see, again, they went after a corporation in Arizona. They don't mind going after corporations all the time. It's just a matter of, this is like, they work in it's like a pack of wolves going after a larger creature. So they go after, when they work, it's like a pack of wolves, and what they try to do, the creature they're always trying to devour is the truth. And it works for them. They can lie in unison, and it works. It protects them from these lawsuits. Fox did not even attempt to investigate any of the claims Trump made. The reverse is true with MSNBC and CNN. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Almost $1 billion they paid because they engaged. They tried to straddle the fence. They did not back Trump in the manner that MSNBC and CNN backed Biden and Hillary.